we're gonna put this thing in, or at least make a hard try at it. It's kind of a small box. I'm afraid that if I don't get started on this thing, I'll lose it in this mess. Anyway, first day of spring, and I'm putting in a block heater. That seems really appropriate, doesn't it? About the way it goes. Anyway, already kind of got started. I went and rinsed out my new big container so I can catch the overflow. But that's just getting started. So let's see where it goes from here. See if I can find a place to put this so I can show my work as it worked. Wow. Maybe if we go a little wider. There we go. Pulling this thing on a hill is always extra fun. You might not be able to tell, but it's facing uphill just a little bit, so tilting that massive hood forward when it's on a hill is always entertaining. And I'm always scared to death it's gonna fall on me. So that's what the lock rod's for. Today's project, mission if you will, is to go back in here and mount that new block heater on the oil cooler down there, or intercooler, whatever the heck it is. But anyway, it'll be easier to see when I get the cover off here and a few other things out of the way. See if I can find a decent spot for a view here. Yeah, looks all right. Always fun to take these off. Let's see. Right back there is where the plug is. You can sort of see it right there. Let me zoom in. Yeah, right on the end of that thing is where the plug goes. So I better get a ladder and some tools. Get this big old catch bucket underneath here. Go from there. Talk to you in a few. Prerequisite for working on this vehicle. Little step ladder. Once you get up on the tire, everything's pretty accessible, but you know, I'm holding the camera at chest height so you can see how high everything really is. Okay, got some things pre-positioned. Problem with living on the main road into a subdivision is that everybody drives past your house. Sorry for the road noises. But that's what we're gonna put in. There's my fancy heated wiper blades that I haven't had any winter to actually use them in. Feel jealous about the people down in Colorado, their 2 feet of snow they got. That'd have been so much more fun to video, huh? Me driving through snow like that. 2 feet wouldn't even have made this thing sweat. As you can see, right there in the center, let's see if I can zoom in. There's 3. That is the plug that we have to take out of course, cause the engine coolant to come gushing out. And then we put this thing in there. So it sure looks bigger than that. Tell you what. Lean back. We'll see how this goes. Okay, got my wrenches and a breaker bar there. Got that heat taped up. Got my military issue extension handle. Big old hunk of pipe. Came from their MTVR parts kit. They thought of everything. Now we're just gonna see if we can get in there and get something done. Find a place for the camera to watch, maybe. Without falling down on the ground, huh? That'd be entertaining. Can you see? Nope. Does that provide a view? Kinda, sorta. Sort of there. Let's see if I guessed the right end on that plug. Have to get down on my knees here. Come on now. Don't know why I try with the socket. I'm gonna need a breaker bar. May have to get in the back of the truck here and get into the toolbox because there's a much longer breaker bar in there. There we go. Insert military issue breaker bar, maybe. Doesn't look like I'm going to be able to use the breaker bar. And it falls out. For those who don't know, I don't get a lot of exercise in my regular life, so I'm sorry for the huffing and puffing. Probably why I'm not wearing the lapel mic today. Wow. Okay. went easier than expected. Let's see if I can get this on there. And of course, I tightened it up a little bit. Huh. I really need to be going towards the engine. Wrench. How far down to go? Oh, it's just right there. Amazing. Stop there and do some thinking through. Knobs may be worn down on those tires. That doesn't make them not any harder on the knees. Might have to take that wiring harness loose in order to fit this in. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, first day of spring. Hey, I'm hitting my bucket. Almost dead center. Wow, that's pretty good placement. Unusual for me. Oh, my knees are just not taking that wrench or that tire very well today. Okay, I'm back. Still recording. Okay, looks like we need an 1 1/8" socket or wrench. I have both. Time to get down here again. Sure hope it's the right size. I can't see what I'm doing, but I did get it threaded in. Amazing. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get this long, deep well socket on there. Guess we'll just try these interesting wrenches. have to go get a longer handle wrench so I can make sure I get this good and tight. My luck, it'll leak a little bit if I don't get it good and tight. That's always how it goes, it seems like. Get leery doing plumbing. Been doing it for so many years now. I've seen me put it together with a leak. And I'm so happy with the creation of PEX plumbing because I've got scars from all the years of soldering pipes. Oh, bad memories of gluing PVC. So in addition to the physical scars from the copper pipe soldering, I've got deep emotional ones too. I'm gonna go get a longer handle 1 1/8 wrench and I'll be right back. Oh, hell, let's see. Just want you to know that I didn't buy all these tools. So, Grandpa John, I hope you're in heaven. But thank you so much for being a diesel mechanic. Leaving me all of your tools. I need to get down closer so I can see what I'm doing. Doing that at arm's length just isn't working. Imagine this doesn't need to be in too tight. Maybe the adept ape could give me some insight on how tight it needs to be. But I'm betting that's good enough. Especially for government work. Whoa! Losing my balance. It's a long ways down from here. Ugh. So that was the hard part. As you can see, let me zoom in. There is the new block heater. Let's see how it looks over here. Yeah, you can see that it clears that bracket just a little bit. The nature of the camera is making it look a lot closer than it really is. But there's a bracket to attach the wire to. Let's see. Come on, focus. And if you look right to the left there, that's the air tube, and there's the exhaust. So if I bring it out to the bottom of the air tube, I should be able to bring the cord in down in here somewhere for plugging it in. So I have to find a good spot for it so it don't get too dirty, but it's easy to find. So there's the removed plug. Obviously wasn't cranked in there very far. Oops, sorry. Zoom this out a little bit. And there's the, well, that's not required, but those are the tools that I used, sort of that socket, which as you can see there just isn't enough room for that, but like I said, I'm real happy to put these things to use. My stepdad, when he passed, he wasn't feeling too good, and he kind of left his tools sitting out in buckets. So that's one of mine. That's one of his. That's where all the rust came from. But they're getting polished up, made better. That's another project I need to finish. I need to build a bracket so I can put the rest of the freight horn assembly on there. Need to be able to make sure people know I'm coming. Anyway, well, that worked pretty well. Got a little bit of splashing, but looks like the vast majority of it hit the bucket. So I'm gonna go get an empty pail and pour out the contents of that dirty ass water that washed over the outside of my engine, and obviously knocked down some things I didn't know were hanging in there, or coolant, and measure out how much I caught, and then we'll see if we got that much to put in. No, I didn't spill it. You can see there's a little bit of damp around there where the box was sitting, but I've been trying to work it in. You see all the paint flecks that came off. And there's a little bit of cloudiness to it. Definitely should take this into somebody that's got the right equipment, do a full flush. I wonder how many hundreds of dollars that costs. You people out there driving big trucks for a living and paying for this stuff. I pray for you. But you probably know how much a full-on flush costs. I wonder if anybody that sees this video would tell me where I could find a decent add-on coolant filter system. I think the best place to put it is on the heater hose, but not exactly the most efficient, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, because that's the heater hose right there. Nice silicone hoses, huh? Anyway. No, that plastic wire tie is not actually holding the hose on. There is a clamp there, if you can see that. I don't know why there's a plastic wire tie not trimmed hanging there. Oh, I think it's just holding the wires, or the hoses, so that they don't flop around quite so much. Sorry about that. Telephoto makes it easy to zoom out. But now we'll get to start filling it up. Go from there. Okay, got me an approximate 5-gallon bucket, and we're gonna plug this stuff into the bucket and then rinse everything down. Huh. I didn't even think we got 2 gallons out of there.
What's that?
I was talking to the camera. I don't think we even got 2 gallons in antifreeze. Drained out, swapping that over. That's kind of amazing since that's a 1-inch plug. I guess it did good. Yeah, I definitely want to not use that again. Between the pieces of plastic that were inside the jug and everything else that rinsed off the truck when it went down, that's going to take some filtering. There goes Len. Pick up the cat's roadkill. He was so nice, he gutted it and quartered it for her, and then left it on the front step. Our cat really loves us. He left the guts in one pile, the front in one pile, and the back in one pile. That's just plumb generous of him. Cats are great. Okay, time to fill it up. Doesn't look like I got more than 2 gallons out of it. I was going to use these first because they've been in my garage a lot longer, but then this one bounced off and went all the way to the ground, and now it's got a hole in it. So, gonna have to use it first. There's the hole. Probably should have used a funnel, but I already got to hose this thing off anyway. This one's half full. I wouldn't be surprised this thing's running a little low. Since the recovery hose wasn't attached. I can see why. It's disintegrating, but there's close, to be honest. Did I bring over a third or a fourth?
Right beside you.
Beside me.
Right in here. I don't know. You set one somewhere.
Oh, we're here on the headlight shield.
I was like, where's the fourth one? That's right. I said over here.
Oh, there it is until it's ready to start up. That hose is done for. Well, I won't put the camera up here to start it up because I'll probably blow away. Until the air pressure comes up, that fan will be on full blast. Well, last step before I fire it up, I'm gonna run the wire. Zoom in a little bit there. I've got it started in along the frame rail there. I'm gonna take it underneath the black pipe there, that's the fresh air in, and then bring it up on that bracket that you can sort of see behind the T there. And then I'll zip tie it to, see if I can get the focus in the right spot. There we go. Zip tie it to that bracket and thread it onto the fitting right there for the heater. And then secure the cabling so that I can find it when I need to plug it in come winter time. All right. I didn't let you see me struggle, but there it is, hooked up. Green wire tie secured in that. Goes down underneath the fresh air intake. Runs along down here. See it right there on the frame rail going underneath the rubber. And unfortunately, the cord's just about a foot short of sticking out the front bumper. So I got it there on the side of the toe gland end. That'll probably be good enough. But well, when it's 20 degrees out and I want to start it, it won't be so bitchy about it. Hopefully. Maybe to reduce a little wear and tear on the engine. Okay, it's time to test drive. Fun part, getting in with one hand. And there goes the backup camera booting up. Well, more than just that. Covered that in my last video. It's got capability for 6 cameras. Currently I only have 4 attached. And see if we can get the right spot. My reflection is very prevalent, but you can see I got a front camera, and then right and then left, and then there's the back camera. Probably Dog's wondering what I'm doing. So anyway, let's see if it wants to start up. Find a place for you guys to watch the process. Probably not seeing much, but there it is. Everything's clear. Climbing up to 1500 with air that low. It's going to be a bit before the fan kicks off. Set this camera up right here where you're watching now, maybe. And then I'm going to go around. And check the fluid as it's warming up. You don't want to be out there, it's noisy. My camera fell over a little bit. And it's focused on the dirty ass windshield. There. A little better. Well, I loosed the cap a little bit to see if it needed antifreeze added to it, and it promptly spit up in my face and made a mess, so that is the steam. Okay. A little bit of warmth out of the heater already. Temperature gauge has not moved much, but we are fully up to air pressure. now moving past 100. Let's see if we can. Normal lens there. See, this is why I really want to replace my steering wheel. Apparently the Marines were keeping score or something on the steering wheel. Something scratched it up pretty good. But it's obviously got a brake there and brake there. And this is the only one that's really fully intact still. So they want $500 for a steering wheel, which is, you know, about par for a truck steering wheel, but I have to buy 50 of them because they'd have to produce them. I don't have any. So that's why I went aftermarket. Yeah, 50 at $500 a piece. There's a lot of other things I'd like to buy for this truck for that much money, especially. Check my heater vent. Got a little bit of warmth coming out of it. Gauge is rising. Not too bad in here for noise. Got some more soundproofing I want to do. It'll probably make it just a little bit quieter. This takes time and resources. That's my front view camera right now. I gotta route it. I want to put it down and put it on the front of the grill. Fairly low so I can see things that are right in front of the grill. And then when I get the bars that I'm going to attach where you kind of see the tabs there, they'll go up the sides by those posts there and go across the front. I'm going to put another one of these cameras right up there at the top in the center above the windshield. There's my AM/FM antenna. These are nice 24-volt fans, direct from China. This one's screwed down so you can see you can move it around. Kind of a defroster boost if you need it. Since the defroster works pretty good getting heat up, not necessarily moving air around. Also means you can warm your face up. It's not so nice though. It's summertime. A little extra breeze while you're not moving. What are we up to? 120, but it's time to check for leaks. Now we're checking for leaks. Here's where those bars would mount on. There's where the armor plate was mounted on it. I still got to fix those holes up better. Sounds pretty good for a big old cat, huh? That's eye level for me. Here we go. Almost 150. Maybe put that to normal perspective, maybe. There we go. Add-on lights here. Little red LED license plate lights. Got one there, one here, and then I've got a switch up here. Turns them on. There's one on each side like that, and then there's one right down here. Pretty slick, huh? What's really fun, oh come on focus, get this right. What's really fun is at night, the ones up on top, you can see them kind of through the window and it looks like red eyes up there in the corners from the outside. So anyway, I think this project's about done. Okay, I'm gonna go for a test drive. It's definitely warmed up, no leaks, no problems. Go from there. As soon as Lynn gets strapped in.
Yeah, because seatbelt that works.
Yeah, because now she has a seatbelt that works because the original ones were broken on that side. In addition, to have a nice, comfortable chair.
I love it.
There you
Feels
go.
good.
That's recording.
Okay.
I better put my seatbelt on.
Definitely.
Definitely tell me when aftermarket since they're green. It's black. Yeah, we gotta turn that heat off. That's a little much.
Just a bit much. I don't think you scared the Bronco.
Could have scared you. You might want to look at what you're doing so you can see what's on being recorded instead of turning your head through the camera.
I'm actually looking to see if anyone's coming down the hill.
I appreciate that. I'm just saying that you're kind of holding the camera off in La La Land, and people might actually want to see what you're looking at and what's got your attention, so forth and so on. So, you know.
Nobody's coming down the hill that I can see.
I'm sure they'll get out of my way.
Yeah, right. We've had people pull out in front of us, dear.
Yeah, but they didn't see us at all because, you know, they had that, it's a house, it doesn't move kind of look on their face when they realize it was moving.
Oh, it moves.
First day of spring in Wyoming, usually we have snow on the ground. People in Colorado got lucky.
They get snow.
Yeah, much rain. The weather station recorded a couple hundredths of rain, inches of rain in the last couple of days.
Oh, that's sad.
It's really sad. It's really dry. Oh, let's make the hard turn.
Let's make the hard turn. Okay.
Go up the hill.
Oh, look. No one's coming. And this is the hard turn.
Wouldn't be so bad if it was 90, it was more like 130. move. Just turn it around in the borrow pit. Come on.
I know, it's going down into it. I think you're gonna be backing up, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, you're gonna
Land
go
on it.
You're gonna go down to the other one.
No reason why I couldn't.
No. You can make it.
Still nobody coming?
No one coming.
Okay.
You're safe. Like you said, if there is, they'll get out of your way.
A little bit of mud down there. Not much. Of course, this area had snow on the ground yesterday. Look at that, not me.
There isn't much snow out here. It did rain before. Down by our place it rained.
Good to have in the mountains too. That way we got water. People can irrigate.
Other than that,
It's just high desert out here in eastern Wyoming, so anyway, I mean, normally it's just high desert, so why there isn't that many trees. The Great Basin of Douglas, Wyoming.
yeah, but it's really pretty. I like coming this way and seeing it.
We are going the speed limit. This is a 7% grade. Not too bad, but you know, it is fairly steep. Hit the brake. There we are. The first drop.
Next drop isn't as steep.
Isn't as dramatic either, so I didn't
No.
have to record it. Back home, running where it's supposed to. Sunshine's cooking us out in here, so haven't been running the heater. I think it's good. Now we'll just have to plug it in and see if it works.